We're down at Panorama Catering with WA Food Ambassador Don Hancey and famous fisherman Jim Mendolia from Fremantle Sardines. Welcome. Jim, tell us what a typical morning on the water is for you.
Well, at the moment we get up at 2 o'clock and we don't have to fish far out of Fremantle. I'm the only one fishing actively in this area at the moment, so that's why I don't have to go too far. But yeah, we're normally back in as the sun's coming up, and then we take the product to the factory because we produce sardines for food, not for bait. That's our main business, is promoting sardines for food.
And how many would you catch in a morning?
We've only got a small factory at the moment, but we only target 1 or 2 tonne. When you're producing it for food, it's really value adding, so you don't need a lot of fish to make money.
And Don's about to cook up some of the crumb sardines. Tell us the process and how you're going to serve it.
Denise, very simple. Jim's already pre-crumbed these. You can buy them like this, stunning West Australian sardines. Just a bit of local olive oil. I'm just going to pop them in the pan. You can actually do this on a barbecue too if you've got a flat plate. But I think, Jimmy, one of the nicest ways to serve sardines, and I tried these when I was a lot younger in Portugal on the beach. They put 2 sticks up, the sardines between the sticks, build a little coal fire, and they just simply grill the sardines, and it was just stunning. You could actually get a beer on the beach with a sardine, and I think it was about 80 cents. This is going back a few years, but you know, there's something beautiful about West Australian sardines, and they're extremely healthy.
And Jim, Don's obviously got the crumb sardines here. We've got some marinated sardines. There's a few ways of serving it. You watched your mum, Rosa, growing up, filleting and obviously cooking. What was your favourite way as a child of eating sardines?
Well, my mum used to hand fillet sardines, and of course now we've got a machine. But she's made them in a pasta dish, crumb them, marinated. Actually, the marinade is a Spanish recipe, very popular in Spain. And like Don was saying about the whole sardines, well, that's my favourite way on a barbecue.
But what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of Western salt, the WA salt, on top. I've made a salsa out of fresh tomatoes and corn. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley from my garden, a little bit of lemon juice and lime juice. Pop that on top, and then we can get to try these stunning Frio sardines.
Dr. Joe Kostrich, you've got some Mendolia canned sardines there. I guess there's a myth that things in cans aren't, say, as fresh as they could be. Let's dispel that myth. You know, what are the health benefits of what you got in your hand there?
Look, it really, when we're talking about tins or packages, it really depends what's in the tin or the package and how it's been, you know, put there and preserved. So yes, this is sardines. They don't have any artificial preservatives or additives to them. So the way they can it is to preserve, you know, the freshness of the fish. And you know, this one can be used a little bit down the track. Again, other things that might come in a tin might not be so good for you, so that's really the key to it. When we're talking about fish and seafood, there's a lot of research that says we should be eating a couple of serves a week of oily fish because a lot of people aren't getting enough omega-3 fatty acids. Now, these are the essential fatty acids. The body can't make them. And over the years, we've seen people eating a lot more omega-6 fatty acids. They come from vegetable oils, so they're fairly plentiful. But omega-3s, fish is an excellent source of them. They're very good for our heart health. They're good for our joints. A lot of people with arthritis find that omega-3s can be helpful. Not a cure, I think it's important to say that, but can help.
And it's not something you would traditionally make at home or eat out in a restaurant. I mean, does this bring back memories of say, a childhood or family meals?
Look, I do recall, I think back when I was a kid, you had tins that were a little bit flatter than this. They used to be out so high, and they had this little key, and you used to have to roll back the metal top. And very often you sort of find it would break halfway through, but you could sort of slide a fork in. So sardines had, like a lot of foods, were in vogue, then went a little bit out of vogue.